Nation of Fit in 10, welcome to day 39, the final day of the 30s, heading into the 40s very shortly here. And I'm going to address this hopefully once and for all. It's fine if you miss it, I can answer it again. But listen, when it comes to your cardio, in between your intervals, there's two parts to this question. When you're trying to do your down phase after doing your interval, your heart rate's not going to come down. Okay, it just won't. Chances are it's not going to come down. In 40 seconds, it's not going to come down to where it was before. The idea here is, and this is actually in your manual, you just need to go down to the same intensity that you used for your warm-up. Okay, the same intensity of whatever you're doing. So if you're cycling and you're doing level 10 on your down phase and level 15 on your up phase, you just go to level 10 on your down phase, okay, and go at the same RPM that you were doing your warm-up with, all right? So, and the other question is can you go above the heart rates given? Yes, 100% you can. There's nothing wrong with this, okay? You're just going to burn more energy if you do this. These are minimums, all right? All right, how to improve tricep workouts. I find tricep dips and tricep push-ups very difficult to do, yet tricep extensions feel like they aren't working the muscles as much. What are some in-between workouts that work on triceps? Okay, so there are various tricep extensions. There's all kinds of flavors of this. So I would really have to see how you're doing this. So let me give you an example. I will tell you that if I use a bar, I know you guys aren't doing, you don't have access to a cable machine, most likely you don't. But if I'm doing a cable press down on a bar, I don't feel it nearly as much, and I'm doing an overhand grip, okay? I don't feel it nearly as much as if I do, let's say, an underhand grip rope version, okay? Those are both tricep extensions. And they actually target different areas of the triceps too. So the question would be, I would want to see how you're doing your tricep extension. Okay, so what version of tricep extension you're referring to. And I'd like to just see how you're executing it as well. So what is the actual exercise that you're doing, what version, and then how are you executing it? All right, so let me give you another example here. You can take a dumbbell and you can do a tricep extension like this. And this might be one that you're doing because this is one that we frequently do in the classes. So this is a great one, and this is going to target more of the meat of the tricep. And one thing that I would suggest that you do on this is to make sure that you are dropping down as far as you can. Okay, dropping that weight down as far as you can, getting as much of a stretch in the tricep. As you're getting towards the top, we can do that full extension, but don't rest there. Just full extension, and then you come right back down, making sure that you take advantage of the eccentric portion of this, right? So we wanna make sure we go nice and slow, make the muscle work on the way down. Full range of motion. Okay, this goes for most exercise. We want full range of motion, as much range of motion as possible. Take the muscle through as much range as we can. This is also good for keeping flexibility in the muscle, okay? Next, you're feeling cold more often these days, even inside the home with heat on. Do all people with lower body fat feel cold often? Well, yes, I mean, body fat is an insulator for sure. Also, let's not forget, if your food is on the lower end, you're not going to be metabolizing as much food anymore, and that is going to produce less heat. Right? The more food that you're eating, the more your body has to metabolize that, the more, so, this is just case in point. If you eat more, you're gonna have a higher metabolism because the body's gotta digest the food. It's just, now this is obviously if you eat more food, that digestive cost is not going to offset the calories, right? So you're still gonna get fatter if you overeat. But this is probably related to the fact that this is your second challenge. I know this person's already quite lean, and the food is just on the lower end. So you don't have as much wood burning in the fire, so to speak. in addition to the fact that you just don't have the body fat there either. Okay? All right, let's get to today's message of the day. And there's nothing really sexy about this, but measured and methodical over time will get you to where you want to go. I know it requires more work, and it's not, quote, really sustainable perhaps, but I will tell you that the more measured and the more methodical you are over time, the easier it is to pinpoint where you are and what's going on. This is precisely why I have you guys measure your food. All right, so positive energy, positive vibes, believe in yourself, for the love of God, give some gratitude. We are heading day 40 tomorrow, which is kind of crazy, right? Getting into the 40s. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya.